I used to make a ton of money in sales, but coming up on a year ago, I quit all that. I followed a calling to come here and help you, help everyone, and I have and will continue to do so. I founded Prepzone.org, which is a mission-driven organization, which the mission is quite simple. It's to help people achieve better outcomes, no matter what the world throws at them, and we already have done so for hundreds and hundreds of people. But truly, I am totally reliant on all of you wonderful people support through the many different things on prepzone.org, which benefit you and in a very small way sometimes come back to benefit me. And truly, it is a very small way compared to what I used to make. It is very much about just a means to an end, making barely ends meet doing this. But if I'm able to at least do that, I can achieve the mission. But I will say, I wish I could do a lot more, both in terms of expanding my prepper stuff and the content I bring you, um, with way more money than I have access to right now, from expanding my bunker and showing you that process to, getting another camper and making that into a proper bug out vehicle to many, many other things, including helping the community. And I want to position myself where I have the resources to help either individual households or the community at large. Like I have a couple generators, for example. I do a lot of volunteer work and stuff with my church and trying to help the community. I certainly could do more if I had more resources. However, I will say that this last year or so of my life has been the most fulfilling, happiest, and the least full of anxiety that I've ever experienced. And truly, I listened. I followed a calling. Okay, and in doing so, it led, I think, to me having a spiritual awakening. I've spent a huge amount of time with my wife that I wouldn't have gotten to spend with otherwise, if I was working the 9 for 5, working for the man with that constant screaming in my head that I'm in the wrong place doing the wrong thing. And I never come here ever asking for charity. I ask for valuable exchanges. I offer a lot of value for absolutely free. And so if you do find me and the things I say and do here and on prepzone.org valuable, I highly encourage you to chip in, honestly, however you can, without putting yourself out. That's the big thing. If you don't got resources yourself, I don't want to put you out. But if you feel like you have a little bit of excess and you'd like to support, my preferred way that you do that is on my Patreon, which you can find from prepzone.org. But there's a lot of other things that aren't as direct support. And don't get me wrong, the Patreons have huge benefits. But things like my consulting service, where it's costs less than a massage, it costs less than therapy, and honestly, it could be more beneficial to you than either of those things. And the prep list, that's just like Amazon. Amazon gives me a couple bucks instead of Bezos getting those bucks. That's good for you. It's very slightly good for me. But I'm living the dream. And I hope more of you can too. I really do.